Hey friends, Ryan Dohrn here, your global sales coach, and we're answering your listener questions you've sent into ryan@ryandohrn.com. All right, next question comes from Shaun, and Shaun is in Bakersfield, California. Hey Shaun, hope the weather is beautiful weather out in Bakersfield. All right, Shaun's question. Ryan, you've mentioned several times during Zoom calls that you use a blank screen to draw things out. Can you give us a little more detail on that? And absolutely, Shaun, and we talked about it a little bit in one of our previous questions, I think the last couple weeks ago with a guy named Tanner. Okay, friends, one of the things that I do is I purposefully leave a blank slide in all of my sales decks. Now, you could do that at the beginning, you could put it at the end, you just want to be able to get to it easily. Now, I'm a visual guy, and I think a lot of people are visual learners. I've seen a lot of research, like more than 70% of people are actually visual learners. So one of the things that I like to do when I leave a blank screen or a blank slide in my deck is it allows me to pull it up. It allows me to go grab the little pen tool that's in the kind of the lower right-hand corner or left-hand corner. It allows me to draw on the screen, especially if you've got to explain something that's complex. Now, I've got a client, his name is George, and they do tech stacks. And when you're trying to explain a tech stack, sometimes you need to draw it out, kind of draw a fake schematic and things like that. So I love, when I'm doing a sales presentation, to go to that blank slide, use my pen tool, and draw on it. A lot of you know I do a lot of sales work in the media space, in the advertising space, and I'm always drawing things out. Like I showed on a previous tip, like I would draw out the three main things people do when they are buying media: social, traditional, and digital media. But I would draw that out on the screen. This is just an example if I happen to be in front of something or something like that. Now, a lot of companies don't like this, so they disagree with this advice, and that's cool. I don't always have to be right. I'm right most of the time, but I don't have to be right all the time. They don't like this because that opens up a can of worms, if you will, that sometimes it's hard to control. It's okay. What I notice is that if I've got a good rep that's good at explaining things, having a pen tool and a place to draw adds to the sales conversation. It adds to the visual and re-engages people in that conversation. So my encouragement to you would be to leave a blank page inside every sales deck, or go on every sales call with something that's pretty easy to find. It's called a blank piece of paper and a marker so that you can draw on things. I learned a lot of that stuff from good old-fashioned days of hearing Zig Ziglar talk in terms of drawing things out. And I think there's a lot that today still is highly applicable from what Zig Ziglar taught us over the years. God rest your soul, Zig Ziglar. We learned a lot from you. So friends, if you got questions, I love to answer your questions. And I know we're kind of casual and informal here, but I think that's how we need to learn in the sales business, talk with each other, and really wrap our mind around things, old or new, that can really help us be highly successful in everything that we do. Hey friends, head over to ryandohrn.com. I've got a blog and podcast and all kinds of free stuff for you. Sign up for the newsletter and things like that. I'm always here to help you. Send your emails into ryan@ryandohrn.com. And don't forget, if sales was easy, everybody would be doing it. And they're not. So I think, friends, we found a career that'll feed our families for a lifetime. I eat where I want, drive what I want, travel where I want, all because of sales. I make most of my money from selling, not from doing these type of things. I love this, though. So just remember, there's a lot of us out there that have proven to you that in the sales business, you can be very successful. You can do it. All right, friends, we'll see you next week.